think we're good. There we go. Everything looks good. I think stream is up finally. But, yeah. Hello. Welcome to here. Sorry that I was a little bit late. I know we're probably a good 10 minutes by this point. Couple of things. One, my base stations would not detect my trackers. So I've been sitting over here like, fuck, I can't actually play. Because I'd like to be able to be fully expressive, you know, like the way I move and the way I walk and talk isn't very VR chat friendly by default. So I like to have that extra expressiveness. Either way, though, welcome to here. I don't know how long the Poicast is going to be, but we do have a bunch of stuff to talk about in general. I'm not sure who's going to join in terms of staff or otherwise. Excuse me. But I'm sure there's some stuff to talk about in terms of the APD and the whole event situation. But either way, we'll give it a second for people to join in. I don't currently have the Twitch pulled up, so fair warning for anyone who is on there. I probably won't see the messages. Anything in Discord, I will, to be fair. But yeah. So as for general topics, we'll just go through some of the usual stuff, and then we'll talk about some things that have been going on. Or there's a dog laying on my headset cable. Oh God. Hi Luna, can thank you. It was wrapped around her head a little bit, and I'm just like, could I just tug this a little bit? And it just came right over. I love my dog. I don't know how she got tangled up in my VR headset. But anyway. Welcome to here. We'll talk about some of our recent adventures over the past week and some of the things that have been going on. But again, sorry that I'm a little late. We were playing Overwatch right before this, which didn't end until pretty close. And then I had to reset up my base stations because my tracking was all fucked up. I don't know if we moved them when we were cleaning earlier. But I was wondering why I was not getting pairing for any of my trackers or anything. It's because the fucking base stations were all pointing the opposite directions. So I'm over here like, fuck. I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out what's wrong not to check the base stations. Anyway, let's see. What are the basic stats? The good old stats. Foundation is at 5191, so 5,191 people in the Discord server. Just under 1,000 people with the announcement ping, that being 936. For PC raid, there's, oh my god, that's a lot of ones. There's 1,100. There's 1117. I'm not gonna even try. That is way too blurry. But yeah, it's 1,117 PC raiders. Now for Quest, it's 598, which is pretty fucking crazy. The event ping has 954 people. Today's total voice minutes, or is this hours? I always forget if it's voice minutes or hours. I went to the wrong channel! Ah! So I didn't accidentally click on the wrong thing. I didn't click on the stat bot. I totally didn't do that. That didn't happen. I'm just going to casually walk out of the kitchen since the dogs are eating. I went to see what the name of the channel was because I couldn't remember because it should be hours. But anyway, stats are dope. You can go check them out at the top of the server. You know the drill, all that bullshit. Anyway, I'm no longer in my kitchen. My dogs are both... One of them is... Luna, I love you, but one of them decided to lay down on this cable to my index and then start drinking and eating water at the same time. I'm just going to stay out of the kitchen. But yeah, server stats are always going to be at the top of the server. When it comes to, like world stats, whether that's for the main avatar world or what have you, you can just look up, Papu Foundation or APD, Abyssal Police Division. You get the idea. You can find it all really easily yourself if you're interested in any of that stuff. Now, I know a couple people had some stuff they wanted. There's another dog on my headset cable. There are 2 dogs now laying on my headset cable. Guys, I love you, but please. My God, I can't go anywhere now. There were a few things that a couple of us wanted to talk about, so we'll go on to those in a minute. But overall, it looks like things have been pretty normal. I saw nothing too crazy happen over the past week, like in terms of what to really report or talk about. Things have been pretty chill. There's been stuff going on with the gatherers, of course, and, you know, they're now being jesters. There's a lot there. And I'm sure there's a lot to talk about, to be fair, as well, in regards to the whole jester and gatherer situation. But outside of all of that, it looks like things have been pretty chill. Squire tryouts were pretty fun. At least the ones I attended were really good. And I'm really happy with all of the results that, I mean, we talked about it last Poicast, but the past few weeks have been pretty normal. They've been pretty chill. Even during the tryouts, it was still pretty normal and chill. But overall, I'd say it hasn't been bad or, you know, it's just been pretty normal. Oh God, no, you got closer onto the cable. Now I actually can't go anywhere. Why? Why? She's progressively getting closer to me while laying on the headset cable. Now she's on her back. I'm in VR, puppy. I can't. Okay, fine. Who's a good girl? Who's a good puppy, Luna? You just want some love? Yeah. I don't know how that looked in VR, trying to give my dog belly rubs. Hopefully that didn't look too weird. But yeah, we have done a lot of stuff over the past week. Now, I'm trying to remember exactly what we covered during last Poicast. It's been... I don't want to say it's been like a hectic week or anything. Just a lot of different things have been happening IRL and online that has had me really tired and really stressed out. So I might pull a lot of blanks, and it's just because it's been a long week. Y'all know how that be. Before we go off on the Hapu stuff, you know, I'll just talk about some fun things. Because it's what's pressing in my mind, because I kind of need to go check on the cat after the Poicast. But we have a cat. I was not planning on getting any more animals after my dog, as we have 2 dogs, Luna and Goob. But we have a cat. My girlfriend went to a cat cafe, and as one does when you go to a cat cafe, you end up wanting to buy a cat or get a cat. And now we have a cat, but not from the cat cafe. She got it from a shelter after going to the cat cafe. I'm pretty sure the cat has like some genetic disorder, or it was just starved as a baby, because it looks way too stubby and tiny. Like, it is so stubby and tiny. Totally normal looking cat. It's just really small and really fluffy and really stubby. My girlfriend named it after the cat from Barbie, that one Barbie movie, Serafina. She's a very nice cat, very calm, very loving, very trusting. The cat's great, but it looks like it looks like what you'd imagine a midget cat looks like. It looks totally normal, but it's 7 months old and it's the size of a kitten. So I don't know. But the cat's pretty damn happy. She's been in our room for the most part. We did introduce them to the dogs just a little bit. Gooberton fucking loves the cat. And the cat, so far, really likes Goob. The problem, he gets a little too in her space and wants to get a little too playful. And she's like, dude, I don't know about that. Blaze, please don't end up like I did a year and a half ago. 13 dogs and 5 cats? Jesus. What the fuck? What happened? It's insane. That is wild. Not even small ones? Jeez. I don't want any more animals. I told my girlfriend I would be fine with her getting a cat, and if she did get a cat, it would have to be named Hapu, which obviously didn't happen because she refused to allow me to name the cat, even though she named the dog. But anyway, we're getting a cat. We'll have to share some pictures. Do it. Do it. When you get a cat, make sure you post the pictures in the Foundation's pet channel immediately. That is like totally the first thing you should do as soon as you get a pet. Is just go straight to the Foundation Discord and post it in the pet channel. It's so stupid. Ignore me. I can't say it with a straight face. But that's dope. Definitely naming it Hapu related. She wouldn't let me name the cat Hapu related, even though the cat looks it looks like a Hapu. It's white and somehow stubby and short and adorable, and it has really cute golden eyes. I want to say golden. They look very, very interesting. I'll share pictures. I don't have any on hand right now, but I will share pictures in this Discord later. That's why I said dress it up like a Hapu. I would love to. That would be amazing. But yeah, we got the cat, which was unexpected, and it's been kind of stressful. I'm not going to lie. Dealing with that and the dogs has been a lot. I'm happy with the cat. It was just a lot. But it's doing good now. It's chilling now. I'm not really stressing about it or anything today. So everything's good there. The dogs have been calming down a lot, which makes me happy. Over the span of like 4 or 5 days, my dogs were just assholes. Just the puppy, mostly. Luna was being, for the most part, fine. She was being kind of spiteful. And I'm over here like, dude, come on. And when we brought the cat home, they were so jealous. They were so fucking jealous. Goob chewed a lot of shit. When I went into our bedroom to give the cat attention for like 10 minutes, I come back out. He chewed through a $150 index fucking headset cable. He chewed or attempted to chew through a base station wire. He attempted to chew through the wire that gives the headset that I'm wearing power. He chewed through 2 Xbox cables, so rest in peace, 2 USB-C cables. He chewed on my chair. He chewed on the chair that I use as a tiny stand. He chewed on the couch. He chewed on a pillow that was a gift. He chewed on more furniture, such as what's on the TV stand. My dog is a jealous bastard. And then he pees on the floor outside of the bedroom door. And then, well, we can leave it there. TLDR, puppies, they love you. They adore you. But if you get a fucking cat and you give it a shit ton of attention, that dog is gonna fucking do some crazy, wild bullshit out of spite. I'm looking at you, Goob. There you are. You're actually, wait a minute. You're not being good. What are you doing? What the fuck? Why? Why are you chewing on your nail clippers? So anyway, don't get animals unless you're really okay with them just being real goofy goobers. I don't understand where he got the goddamn toenail clippers that we use to clip their toenails. I don't know how he snuck it into the recliner. But damn, that's fucked up. We have toys for them. We have chew toys, and he ruins any chew toy. He will just shred that shit so fast. He's been doing better about clothes, which is really nice. But it's like, what is that? Hi, Luna. I will vacate this spot. I see you've moved the water bowl since I was last in the kitchen. Fucking animals. Fucking animals. I need a drink. I think tonight So outside of animals and all that, I've been doing a bunch of other stuff, but my main focus outside of working on Hapu stuff, as y'all know, Goob acting like, okay, I'll wait. I'll talk about the dogs a little more. Goob acting like the Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes. He deadass is. Right now he's getting into a fight with Luna. He's just provoking like playtime out of nowhere. Jealous asshole. Goober. Since I'm in the VR headset, he doesn't seem to acknowledge me. But yeah, IRL's been okay for the most part. Puppies have been a lot of time. They've been a menace. For anyone who remembers last Poicast, we talked about Demo Man's car. His transmission is completely fucked. So hopefully on Monday, we can finally get that sent to a scrapyard. That would be really nice. So that'll be cool. Getting his car finally sorted out, and then hopefully in a month or two, getting him a car so he can start driving people, driving himself to work, and then some days driving her to work. That'd be nice. So it's only a matter of time before, all that's sorted out. So I'm happy about that. What else? My girlfriend's been out and about doing stuff, but that's not really for here. Other than that, we got a package in the mail. And I want to talk about it on the Poicast because it relates to the Poicast. So one of the first times we talked about our friends over at Massive Loop, we looked it up on Google. And what do we find when we type in Massive Loop onto Google? The fucking Hot Wheels Massive Loop Mayhem set. That's the first thing we fucking see. Okay? And it's just funny. It's a meme. It's whatever. And guess what they send me in the mail? It's been, I don't know how long it's been since we talked about it first. But guess what? Guess what's sitting over there next to my desk? I've posted it in chat a few times already. But they sent the fucking Massive Loop Mayhem fucking Hot Wheels set. They sent it for the fucking meme, and it is amazing. It is top tier. Dude, listen, I've been sent a lot of stuff over the years in the mail, whether that's by Hapu's, friends, or family, but never has somebody sent me a fucking Hot Wheels Mayhem Massive Loop set. What the fuck? It's so big, dude. I don't know what I thought it would have been size wise when we were memeing on it when we first saw the fucking websites. But dude, that thing is huge, and I really want to unbox it and put it together and just strengthen the fucking meme. Because the first time we talked about it, the only thing that showed up was that one of the first thing, not only thing, but one of the first things was literally just the Massive Loop Mayhem fucking Hot Wheels set. And it's fixed now. Whenever I type in Massive Loop, it comes up with the right website. But the first time we ever talked about it, that's what showed up, and I couldn't stop laughing about it, dude. So for them to actually send it to me is just legendary. It is fucking top tier. Doing that for the meme is amazing. And I included my reaction to it in a video I've been working on. But that shit is fucking amazing. Fuck. I love it, dude. It's probably one of my favorite things I've ever been sent. People have sent me a lot of things for the memes, but that's fucking, that takes the cake. That's fun. Oh, man. They did send a couple other things, too. I posted some pictures in the Discord here and there. But they sent me a Massive Loop shirt, which is really comfy, I'm not going to lie. And it's kind of fun wearing the Massive Loop shirt while working on a video for Massive Loop, I'm not going to lie. And they sent me a jacket with the Human Mode logo on it too, and it's really comfy. So I really appreciate that. I thought that was really cool, both for the meme and the clothes. So hell yeah. But on the note of that, we went over there. What day is today? Today is Sunday. So we went over there 2 days ago now. And we joined in on the happy hour, which was pretty interesting. I had fun myself. I've heard a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but overall, it seems like the experience was pretty positive. Now, we did encounter some bugs, we did encounter some issues, and I've already brought up a lot of them with the team. But overall, it was a pretty interesting time bringing in, I don't know how many people we had total that were Hapus. I don't want to say we maxed out more than 10 Hapus, but that is fair, Cypher. So we did encounter a couple of audio issues, and we did encounter a couple of performance issues. Puppies, please. But overall, I'd say the experience was pretty interesting. Yeah, the 50 gigabytes of RAM usage was crazy. That's something else I've noticed too. So far, the biggest issues I've heard from other people. Dogs, please. Goober, can you calm down, buddy? Can you calm down? Bop bop, bop bop. He's trying to eat my trackers. Sorry about that. But yeah, the biggest complaints I've heard is both RAM usage and optimization. I'd say those are the two biggest complaints I've heard, period. Outside of audio, we did encounter quite a few audio issues. Now, having such high RAM usage, I'm not sure exactly what would cause something like that, to be entirely fair. But I did bring up the RAM usage being so high, and I brought up the audio bug as well. But to be fair, the audio bugs were very apparent for anybody who was there. And that kind of stuff happens. It doesn't really surprise me, to be fair. Now, what causes such high RAM usage? I have no idea. We kind of go pretty hard, or at least I did when I was working on the different versions of the Avatar world, to keep usage fairly minimal. Optimizing to be able to fit just about any kind of computer is normally what we go for, since you never know what kind of person or what kind of setup someone's going to have when you go out and raid them or do activities with Poyos. Some people are going to have really high-end computers that cost, $5,000. Some are going to have computers that cost literally $200. So overall, I didn't see the high RAM usage impacting my stability. I was still getting great FPS, but I can't say the same for everyone. Now, what causes something like that? In our experience, normally it's stuff like mirrors or reflections turned up to fucking max. But we didn't look into what caused it. We just had fun. So anyway, they'll look into it and they'll try to figure out the causes of, all of those instabilities. Hold on, I need to put him up real quick. Gooberton, come here. Hi, buddy. You are done. I love you, buddy. I love my dogs. Oh God, I've fallen off the stage. Sorry about that. There's a lot of things coming up. Skill issue. Yeah, so TLDR, a lot of the complaints that I heard about yesterday, I'll bring them up, but the majority of it comes to RAM issues, audio issues, and optimization in general. Now, utilizing a vast majority of my RAM is kind of concerning, I'm not going to lie. Now, assuming that it's a world-to-world issue instead of a program issue, then, that can be pretty easily resolved. When I talked to them, some of the worlds that we were in were very unoptimized and extremely heavy. So I want to say it's a world-to-world case. Not every world is going to be as optimized as others. As we saw, certain worlds were a lot more optimized than others, whether that's, let's just say polygons, excess polygons being removed or so on and so forth. If it is a world-to-world situation, then it makes a lot more sense than anything else, to be fair. And that's more or less what they said. One of the worlds we were in was just very unoptimized. Which, to be fair, you see the same thing on VR chat all the time. It is an unfortunate happenstance of user-made avatars or worlds. Optimization is not going to be one-to-one everywhere. You can always ram in more. Shut the fuck up, Charno. Right now, I only have 32 gigabytes of RAM, and it did utilize the majority of it. When I was using 64 gigabytes of RAM, it would still utilize the majority of it. Now, this would be in the majority of instances. Overall, I haven't really encountered any actual issues recording or playing, though. So I'm not sure if I really want to say it's impactful, but it's definitely a concern and definitely needs to be looked at. Hello. Puppies. Gooberton, quiet, buddy. But yeah, I was trying to get a list of all of the issues that we encountered because we had a lot of people in World, to be fair. There were a lot of Hapus and then a lot of other people, both from the staff team and user base. And let's see. And is the reason I crashed out in the sandbox world? Yeah. Makes sense. Let me pull up something real quick. Do 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 do. I lost it. Where'd it go? Oh no. Oh no. Ah, I don't know where it went. I lost it. I had a little thing that I wanted to read. Anyway, the issues we encountered, I'm pretty sure are going to be a world-to-world issue, not a platform issue or something that I can exclusively blame onto Massive Loop or otherwise. Because when I did ask about it, they did say that one of the worlds that we went into was just really unoptimized. And I get that, to be fair. We had some Hapus in World criticizing too. So it makes sense. As for how many crashes we encountered, certain worlds did take off a few people. But overall, I don't think I crashed. I don't think too many of us did. When we went into the go-kart world, we fucking died. That was funny. I'm over here like, you guys could hear me, right? The first thing I said when we went into the go-kart world was something along the lines of, I really want to test the world audio because we have a lot of people. And then not even like 10 seconds later, the world audio just explodes. Stops working. Nothing's going good. Everything's on fire. It was really fun, though. I had a lot of fun. Let's see. Didn't crash with 48.1 gigabyte. Yeah, VR chat used to take up a shit ton of RAM, too. I used to have it max out or close to max out, which makes me wonder, is it something fundamental with Unity that just eats your RAM? I know mirrors exacerbate the problem pretty damn hard. They are just a memory leak and a half. But I don't know. Either way, though, I did bring up the majority of the issues that we encountered. The audio ones were a world-to-world issue. So basically, how the world creator had the world set up, how they, did the scripts or otherwise, that's on them. But I agree. I would like some changes to the way audio works in a general sense. Buddy, I love you, but if I let you out, you're just going to be a nuisance. Quiet, puppy. Yeah, it's probably just a number of smaller things. When we were exploring around the main lobby, we noticed a bunch of shortcuts in development, at least for the Massive Loop logo on the floor, which we do the same shit all the time. It's easy. It's very simple to make. But from an optimization standpoint, I am kind of curious how a lot of the worlds are set up. Just how big do they really need to be? Like, I'll give a really good example. The main avatar world that we use, it used to be, I think the base file is 4 or 5 gigabytes. And then one of the original versions was like 500 megabytes. And then the current version is 10 megabytes. Now, obviously, what kind of textures you're using and what kind of scripts you've got going on, there's so many factors that will go into how big a world is, what's going to, render right, what's going to fuck up, like, say you're looking at a ceiling and now everything's all flashy. There's so many things that go into making a world right. It's impossible. But they're still working on it, and it's still in pretty early development. So I'm really happy that they've been taking our criticisms and our suggestions and working on them, which really makes me happy. While saying that, though, when it comes to the audio issues we encountered, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a world-to-world issue. It's going to be up to the creators of those worlds to implement those kinds of changes. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to be. Which, to be fair, I don't know how I would do the audio system as is. The way that the world, or at least the spawn, works is a little hard, a little rough. I don't like global audio. It's kind of jarring, I'm not going to lie. I don't want, like, necessarily a way for us to personalize or personally change shit like that. But, like, maybe an earmuff or something would be really nice. Kind of like, say you're in the home world and you've got 20 people and you kind of just want to limit your radius for hearing. Maybe something like earmuffs, an earmuff button, something like that. That changes your audible, your hearable distance to like 10 meters or 5 meters, something like that. Having some kind of control and having some kind of personal control over that honestly might be a good idea if you're going to have a system that's world to world, with each world having its own way to handle audio, which is totally understandable. But giving the players some room to kind of change it themselves, not in a way that could be used to, listen to the whole map, but maybe a way to limit it a little bit would be cool. Anyway, there were a lot of suggestions that were put up in the staff chat last night. I sent a couple of them to Massive Loop's staff. So I'll let you guys know, what the deal is with the audio and optimization. I don't want to talk about the subject for Yeah, more or less proximity chat or proxy chat. That is exactly what I want. Like, what would be great is some kind of proxy chat. Exactly. Of course, it's not going to be something for every world, but like having something like a proxy chat would be nice. Having global or large audio, it's jarring. It's kind of hard, man. But overall, I had a lot of fun when we did end up finally gathering together in the main world. When I talk about something like proximity chat or like an earmuff to limit all of the other people's noise around you, it really applies in the home world. Because when you had, 15, 20 of us in world and like 3 or 4 different conversations going on, I have no fucking clue who's talking or where the talking's coming from. It's essentially world audio, and it's rough. I'm not gonna lie. That I think that was the biggest complaint about that world period, was the audio. Tiffany brings up a good point. Earmuffs are vital for them in VR chat. I would use the shit out of something like an earmuff feature if worlds are gonna be on a, creator gets to decide how the audio is gonna be done. I would totally appreciate something like earmuffs or some kind of personal control for audio. That'd be really nice. I love leaving stuff up to the creators, especially to the world developers, but something like global audio is really fucking jarring. And even if it isn't global, even if it's within like 20 meters, 30 meters, it's pain. But overall, it was pretty fun. What I heard back from the majority of Hapus is that it was an interesting experience. Albeit a little janky, but we expected a little bit of jank. There's a lot of us, generally, even when there's not a lot of us. So, I mean, in the game worlds, we got to stress test it. And we got to stress test games, we got to stress test servers in a way, and we got to see, what we could break. And I had a lot of fun in that regard. We got to see the game break audio-wise, and we got to see some crazy fun stuff with grenade launchers. And that's kind of part of the experience. We're there to have fun, but it's crucial that mistakes or bugs or otherwise happen. And it's a good thing that we were there because we get to tell them, hey, this happened and it's kind of fucking weird or it's a little jarring. We think it should be fixed. And to be fair, they will look into it, which is something that I appreciate a lot. Now, where is what I was looking for? Where is it? Where is it? There's a few. That's not it, though. Ah, there it is. Where is it? No, wait, that's not it. Crispy. I'm looking for something. There it is. Crispy asked, is the audio not binaural yet? It's a long time since I was in, but it was only stereo back then, and you could hear a lot of stuff in world you wouldn't expect, and that's a massive part of immersion. Something in VRC that is so good you don't actually have to think about it, which is something I agree. Audio is going to be one of your key components to the video game or to the platform in general. Having it be a per world, per creator for how a lot of it works makes sense to a degree, but giving the user, the player, more control over, well, their environment, even if it is just limiting, that's pretty helpful in regards to audio. But I do have to agree with Crispy. Oh, imagine binaural audio, like proper, like, I'm gonna stop. What else? In the Spawn world, another really big complaint, too large / global audio radius. Too many voices without direction, which is something I agree with too. I have no idea who's talking the majority of the time unless I'm staring right at them, and that's even if I know their voice. So it's a little more than jarring. I'm not gonna lie. The home world is with more than 10 people kind of rough, just in the sense of audio. Now I don't know if that's the same case for the other worlds we went to, but in general, audio was one of the biggest complaints we had, which is fair to be fair. A lot of the issues that we encountered are pretty understandable. So I'm not going to give them really any shit for it. Like when we went into the place with all the water and all the collision sounds constantly overlapping, I found that so funny, dude. I listen, I know in game I was like being bitchy loud about it, kind of haha funny, but that shit was killing me. It was really funny. I see no problem at all. That shit was great. But overall, man, these things are to be expected. And one of the reasons I'd hoped for so many Hapus to join in is because these are problems that need to be addressed and that need to be encountered in the first place. And, you know, I'd be more than happy to help to keep bringing Hapus along and find more problems. Which, to be fair, we do it all the time by accident. Hapus are just accidental beta testers of everything that we do. We're good at finding really stupid shit, and we're really good at finding bugs or problems, as some of you may have noticed. But overall, I say the experience was pretty positive. I don't think anybody had an outright horrible time. Overall, it was a lot of fun. And anything that we did encounter, bug-wise, problem-wise, to be fair, I was already expecting to at least encounter something similar. It was good. It was fun. When it comes to optimization, we'll totally have to figure out more. We'll have to figure out why RAM usage is so high, and I'd be happy to help however I can. But, yeah, if optimization's one of the only major complaints, audio's one of the only major complaints, that's pretty nice, to be fair. What else? One from Cypher was game ended up using a whopping 50 gigabytes of memory in the Sandbox World 2. That was 28 gigs of RAM. The remainder was virtual. Wait, what? That was 28 GM of RAM, the remainder. Okay, so 50 gigs of RAM. But yeah, I asked them about it, and they're definitely going to be looking into the optimization side of things because no program should utilize that much RAM. Now, something on a world-to-world basis, again, is optimization. who knows how well optimized one world is going to be compared to another, especially in a time right now where not a billion people are expected to be constantly around. We probably hit over their cap. I'm pretty sure the max people they'd had in a game world at that point was like 8 to 10. We busted that. Not by a lot, but we busted it. So we're there testing stuff. We're there having fun. And I think we had a couple of good laughs and a pretty good time overall. And there's a lot of very useful information for both parties. So I think it was positive. I think it was good. I haven't looked at the chat in a minute. I'm just going to optimize this one line of code. I'm dead. Massive loop is like Chrome. How much RAM does it need? Oh, that's fucking funny. Honestly. The grenade launchers broke you? Yeah, that's not something I can blame on Massive Loop. The grenade launchers are a world-to-world issue. But definitely optimize the grenade launchers a little bit more before public release of the asset. It is expected for a projectile and explosion to cause you sometimes lag or otherwise, but it should never outright crash you. That is true. But since that is a game world in the platform, I'm not going to necessarily knock Massive Loop for it. That's just something the world creator has to figure out. But I had fun in that game world, man. Stuart Little's over there in the corner, invincible, and I'm trying to go fucking brrr, brrr, and Stuart Little fucking won't die. He's just sitting over there like, hi. I love that world, dude. Watching one of you with 2 grenade launchers just going fucking 2, 2, 2. It's no wonder that one of you crashed. God damn. Get hit twice with a fucking grenade launcher. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's fair. Another big thing that a lot of people were kind of like, why is this not in yet? Why can't I do this? Are index fingies. It's something that we've been used to for a long time, and it's another way that we express ourselves. Because I could do, oh wait, my hand's not attached. My hand's still not attached. VR chat work. Why? I'm trying to show. Fuck this hand. So anyway, you can do this, and you can do this, or you could do this, or well, I'm trying to do it with both hands, but I have a vape in this hand, so it doesn't really work out. But having fingies on an index is one of my favorite parts about the index, because it allows you to be more expressive very easily without having to think of toggles or bindings. So pretty please make fingies work. It doesn't have to be a priority, but for most index users, we want them to work. I thought they worked. I maybe I just didn't notice, but yeah. Being able to use my fingies, even if it's just for something stupid like this, it's really nice. If you're in the stream right now, darling, I'll put it up. Just give me a little bit. We have fingies IRL. We want fingies in VR. Yeah, give me my fingies in VR, man. But that's such a mild complaint. But yeah, that's definitely a suggestion. Basically, everyone who had an index at the event was like, why can't we do it? Why? But yeah. Anyway, that's fucking funny. Put what up? They wanted to do a giveaway, baby. But yeah. On the topic of giveaways real quick, we have been doing a couple of giveaways in the server. That being hosted by other Hapus, other members. I think I might have some... Actually, I think I do have a couple of free codes that I can put up too. So if anybody's interested, we put them up at the top of the server. There's just a channel called Giveaway. It wasn't active for a full year, by the way, which I apologize. I know I said I had a lot more keys to throw in there, and I do. I don't know where they are, though. Probably in my email still. But I had a bunch from, what's that one service? Humble Bundle? I think it was Humble Bundle. Is that the one with the books and the software and games? I think it was that one. Because I had a shit ton of keys that I never used for like really obscure games. And I had a bunch of like DLC and stuff. So I'm like, I could throw it up there. Maybe someone wants a DLC for, fuck, I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, the whole experience on Massive Loop, I'm gonna take it as a pretty good positive, because the issues that we encountered needed to be encountered. And the issues that we saw and are able to talk about, ultimately, with them being problems being noticed, they can be resolved and the game can be a hell of a lot better because of it. So listen, if you have any problems relating to the game, whether that's suggestions or, say, an issue you encountered, feel free to bring it up in their Discord or contact them. Hell, you can message me if you want. I do tend to bring up stuff whenever it gets brought up to me. But yeah, when it comes to everything we've talked about, I know they're going to be looking into it, whether that's the audio, the RAM, the fingies. You guys get the point. So we'll just have to see what they do with all that information, and we'll have to see what else we can break so they can fix more stuff and make the platform better. But yeah, overall, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And I know there were some bugs and glitches, but overall, I had a good time. And you motherfuckers better have too, because we're doing it again next week. Next Friday, we're going to attend whatever the fuck happy hour may be. Whether that's go-karts or something else, I have no idea. I didn't ask. But yeah, I really want to start bringing the Hapus over to Massive Loop, at least slowly, do some off-schedule events. As we are, I know, the dogs are in the background, I know. Goober, if I let you out, will you be good? Will you stop chewing on your sister? He went straight to his sister. Sky, this is your fault. I blame you for this. What does that say? Putting something out there and letting people break it is the best way to identify problems after all. Exactly. That's the thing is, the Hapus are really good at a few things, and breaking shit and pointing out mistakes or suggestions, we do it to ourselves all the time because some of us are just fucking assholes. Some of us are just fucking that autistic about it, which is fine. But goddamn, I thought I was autistic about detail, but some of y'all motherfuckers are crazy. I love it. I wasn't referencing you in particular, but that's okay. God bless. Which reminds me, can't believe I missed Starship launch. Oh yeah, dude, Starship launched. Dude, okay, listen. So, I fucking hate Elon Musk. I think he's a capitalist asshole, and the dude lies 24/7 and tried to fucking dictate actions from the Ukrainian side in the Ukraine war. Fuck Elon Musk. He is egotistical. But you know what I do like about Elon Musk? He is the face of SpaceX, which makes cool shit that goes into space. And Starship had a test launch yesterday, and I watched it. And I think it went missing, and then I think part of it blew up. I'm pretty sure part of it blew up. I hold on. Let me get somewhere better in my kitchen. Leg. Good. Elon lost a spaceship. He did, dude. Okay, before I go on to Elon. Anyway, yeah, next week, same time, we're going to hop on Massive Loop again. Feel free to come on join. If you guys feel like, helping find bugs or whatever, we can also do that outside of main events. I'd be more than happy to do an off-schedule event where we just try to break the game and see what solutions or issues come up. Ultimately, I think the biggest thing that needs to be looked into is just the RAM usage right now, and then GPU usage. GPU usage is pretty damn high. That's probably the only real complaint that I've had so far. GPU usage is way too high during certain tasks. Like director mode sometimes can take a little too much. Now, I haven't seen any impact at all on my system, but that's me. It could affect you, it might not. So there's definitely going to need to be a little bit of time just towards optimization. Doggos, I let you out for a reason. Please calm down. But y'all are definitely going to need to put some time towards optimization. Because GPU usage and RAM usage shouldn't be that high. Now, again, it's to be expected. I'm not bashing anything because I've seen a lot of VR platforms in their infancy. I've seen worse. You guys are doing pretty good with what you have. Just, we're going to dig up some bugs. We're going to find them. It's going to happen. And it's just about how we fixed them and, what we do with it. I'm trying to talk about this, but this fucking dog. Goober, you're going back in your kennel. I love you. Come here. Come here. Back in there, buddy. You are done. His sister's just laying there, and he's trying to play with her, but he's a puppy, man. All he wants to do is play. She's over here laying down like, don't mess with me, dude. But yeah, overall, we're going to encounter bugs. The platform is still in its infancy. It's still really new. It's not even on Steam yet. So we're going to find them. And y'all are going to fix some shit, and it's going to be even better because of it. Whether that's something small or big, you need to be encountering these kinds of issues in the first place. So I'm glad that it was us who encountered them and fucking got to talk about it. Because overall, it's not crazy problems by any means. Nothing we've seen, nothing we've encountered would put me off of the game long term. Now, granted, that's just me. But we enjoyed it, and let's do it again next week. But outside of next week's event, I would like to host our own little side event in Massive Loop. That would be really fun. That way we could get more of our Poyos who aren't available for that time slot. So you can look forward to it. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, though. Anyway, thanks for having us, too. I had a lot of fun, man. But next week, same time. As for the puppies, I think they're chilling now. As for what else? Starship! Starship was fucking wild, man. Part of it exploded. Part of it literally exploded. I was watching it in bed, and I think it was the booster that exploded. It looked really fucking pretty. It was beautiful. It was really, really nice. Overall, it was fucking cool. The way that the RCS or whatever kind of monopropellant they use to angle the fucking spaceship or the booster rather, it's so cool watching it spray out, seeing the fucking rocket slightly tilt or slightly move. And then the whole thing just explodes out of nowhere, which it should be reusable. So F in chat for that. That's kind of sad. And I think they lost track or lost the other piece. That's what I last heard, that they lost contact with the other piece, which I don't know how you would lose contact with a spaceship the size of spaceship, but I guess it happens. When you have that much money, I guess it just happens. You just lose a spaceship reusable as a bomb. Deadass, you probably could use spaceship as a bomb. That's a scary thought. That's true. Where's Picard when you need him? Not born. Oh yeah, where's the camera? Does this model have it? It does. It does. Where is it? I don't know if the camera can see this. Where am I? There I am. You see that little pin right there? The one above my... See this? You see what that says? It says Hapu Society. It's like 2 or 3 years old. If you know what I'm referencing, in contrast to me touching that, kindly go fuck yourselves. Outside of that, Spaceship was kind of wild to watch just explode, dude. I thought it was reusable, so when it literally just ignited, I'm over here like, what the fuck? I think they were expecting to lose comms temporarily, but it exploded between base stations by the looks. Damn. Patrick Stewart is smart as fuck. But yeah, so that's really cool. I might dislike Elon Musk to a pretty big extreme. I might think he's an egotistical asshole who lies pretty much almost every other sentence. But hey, space is pretty fucking cool, and it's the final frontier. And those were almost the voyages of the Starship, if it wasn't for explosions. Luna, I really wanna play. I want to use the kitchen as my play space, but Luna's basically telling me no. Space is not the final frontier. Next, you're gonna tell me time's the final frontier. Then you're gonna tell me Neil deGrasse Tyson's hiding in my closet, waiting to spring out to start talking about space, or some stuff, or some shit. Starship ground pilot. Is it the red button or the green button or restart comms? Proceeds to press both. I love that. Look at the ocean. The ocean's scary, man. Sky says they're going to be putting out a ping for the start of the Secret Santa event tomorrow. People will have till December 1st to react to the ping. Cool. Okay. Secret Santa. I might participate in that. I haven't done a Secret Santa since I was young. Like, I don't know, 15, 16. That stuff's kind of fun. But, hell yeah, Secret Santa. Now, what else? Don't forget how many rockets they blew up before they got the vertical landing right. It was a shit ton. Dude, just think about the waste of fucking resources and money all of those fucking... Space capitalism. Let's waste money. Let's fucking blow shit up because we didn't fucking put enough time, development, or planning into it. Let's rely on the government for non-stop subsidies and funding so we can just keep wasting money. Hopefully we eventually get to our end goal of space, which, to be fair, they've made incredible progress, especially in terms of, well, satellite internet. But in turn, is the benefit really worth the cost at the point that it's currently at? Because it hasn't given us any material benefit. It hasn't given us any ecological or economical benefit. It has done nothing beneficial outside of line the pockets of billionaires. That's literally all it's done. One day we'll get to Mars. One day we'll get to the moon. But at what cost? I want to go to the moon. I want to go to Mars. I want humanity to become a spacefaring civilization more than anyone else. But are corporations really the people to be doing it? Like, really? I don't know, man. Corporations would be amazing for unmanned or robotic missions. I think that would be fantastic. But outside of that, I'd rather it be done by a government, as janky as that sounds. I hate the government. I hate most governments. I want people to just be happy and to coexist and not to mess with each other. But the amount of shit that's blown up, the amount of damage that's been caused to the environment, it's insane. I know progress needs accidents, mistakes, but fuck, man. Is it really worth it right now? I kind of feel like we should be working on sending robots out to space instead of people. And we should be working on the people here on the planet. You know, we're not built for space. We're not built for the moon. We're not built to live on Mars. The amount of technology, the amount of resources, the amount of money and time that it would take for humanity to successfully get onto another planet and colonize it is astronomically absurd. It makes way more fucking sense for anything unmanned, whether that's robotic or something simple. It doesn't matter. It's insane. The cost to get people into space is insane. And one day it won't be. But right now, we have bigger problems than getting a colony set up on Mars. With the technology that we'll have in 100 years, we still wouldn't be able to sustain a colony on another planet. It is an unfeasible achievement with our current societal development or technological development. It is insane. But we do it anyway, because we think we can. I would love nothing more than to set foot on Mars or to have a colony on Mars. But we have people on this planet who are starving, who are dying, who are fighting each other, who are dying of illness from the most basic of causes. And we're watching rockets blow up on their way to space with no real mission other than to be a test. Or to be something greater for a potential future that may never come. It's insane. Bullshit, we can sustain colony? Bro, deadass? No. You can sustain a colony of 2 people until they go insane and start murdering each other. Send robots to space. We've been doing it. Keep doing it. They don't need to be crazy big. They don't need to be human-sized. We can get what we need from that. And when the technology progresses and our problems on Earth are to the point where it's manageable, then send people to other planets. Solve the issues here first. You can't abandon Earth. It's not feasible. There is nothing out there that would allow us to be able to colonize another planet. There's nothing out there that would keep us sustainable outside of the most bare basic of resources like water and fundamental materials like, well, I almost said steel, like iron or aluminum or lead. Anyway, TLDR, I love space. And the way that the Hapu lore works, I've been wanting it to be very centered around space and very much centered around intergalactic. Let me just leave it like this. Space. I love it a lot. Humanity's fucked. Stop wasting money and stop giving billionaires money to go to space when all they're doing is wasting it. We can go to space. We can make these things possible. But not right now. Right now is not no. No, keep it unmanned. I would love nothing more than to have a colony on the moon in case something bad happened on Earth. Or a colony on Mars so we could eventually become a multi-planet species. Having the ability to be more than just Earth would be phenomenal. But we can fix the problems here. We can. And the technological advancements over the past 20 years have been phenomenal. And to be fair, if we started right now, we could revert a lot of the climate change that we ourselves have caused. But ultimately, we don't do it because we believe we can't do it. We're told that we're not able to fix the problems that we've caused, when in reality, we are entirely capable. Whether that is geologically engineering our planet or reducing emissions to zero, there are countless ways that we can improve the situation on Earth. Before wasting resources going into space, before we damage the environment more with more fucking wasteful rocket explosions or tests. Take a step back in their lives, there is no will to do that. People should be able to come up with the common notion that, hey, I'm destroying the environment and I'm literally killing people and my neighbors by all of these fucking activities. We can totally make huge change. We can totally revert a lot of the problems we've caused. It just takes human effort and it takes actual care. And the majority of people are willing to write it off or are willing to say that it's never going to happen because humanity's not like that. Humanity is fucked. We are fucked in every way, shape, and form. We are the most aggressive and hostile species ever. Period. But we can revert our problems if enough people actually cared, if it affected enough people, and if the right people were in positions of power, positions to make change, then it could totally happen. It may take 100 years. It may take more than that. The planet may even be borderline unhospitable by that point, but we can make the change necessary. Humanity is flawed, and humanity caused it. We are the problem. And in the end, if we have to take steps back, even if that means technological progress in certain areas, it should happen. I think the way that space should be handled right now, people shouldn't be up there to an extreme degree. There shouldn't be colonies yet. People should be up there exploring. But it should be robots' jobs right now. People down here need the time, the attention. We have enough food to give food to everyone on the planet. We make enough. We have nowhere near enough infrastructure for what we have to deal with. When we should be funneling money away from militaries, away from space, we should be funneling it into people, making people's lives better, making our infrastructure, the quality of life better. Technological advancement, societal development co-alongside with how happy people are. And a happy society tends to either be a very advanced society, whether that's in the arts, literature, or technologically, whether that's, say, better technology to colonize space, or better healthcare, better, you name it. In the end, who knows? We only have so long before this planet dies. And one day, if we don't fix what we currently are causing, it will eventually die and be inhospitable to us. We would not be able to live in large quantities on this planet for, to be honest, much longer. Humanity is slowly ticking down that clock that Earth has. And we're ticking it down faster and faster by the fucking day. All the planes, all the cars, all the fucking fossil fuel burning machines slowly tick away a little bit more, making the planet hotter and hotter, making the seas warmer and warmer, making life itself at the most fundamental basic level. Life in the ocean is literally dying because of how hot it is, how much pollutant there is. It's incredible. It is terrifying, and it is sad to even consider the fact that we caused this, that we caused the majority of the mass extinctions as of, well, our advent of becoming the technological civilization on this planet. It is insane. You can compare mass extinction events, sure, the dinosaur meteorite smacking down, but humanity has killed so much, so many countless species of fish, birds, even other people. We weren't the only people, man. We fucking bashed the skulls in of other humans. And they're not here anymore. We're it. We are violent. We are aggressive. Fix the problems here, man. I fucking hate humanity, LOL. Earth doesn't deserve what we're doing to her. I agree. In 100 years, I want us to be in Mars. In 100 years, I want us to colonize the moon. But right now, we should be focusing on Earth. Anyway, you want me to change the topic? Why? You want me to stop getting angry about the planet? About the environment? Listen, sorry. My bad. I will stop. I got angry. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I can't help it. The environment is something I genuinely really care about. And the hapus, at least in my form of the written lore, are a pretty big analogy for the environment. I care about it a lot. I care about what we do to our planet and what we do to others a lot. So my bad. I did not mean to get sidetracked on that rant. I just got really into it. Don't get me and most of us, I'll assume, wrong. We love the environment too. My bad. I didn't mean to keep going on about it. If you get me on a topic that I'm really passionate about, it'll happen. But anyway, what were we talking about before I started talking about space and the environment? Hapus. Fuck. How long has this been going on for now? Let's see. Total time is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Nice. But yeah, my bad for getting sidetracked on that tirade. I can't help it. Space is a big deal. I like space a lot. And to be fair, the way that I've written a lot of the Hapu lore is centered around space and the environment. So, massive loop Hot Wheels set. Yeah. Probably Massive Loop like every other Poicast. Listen, I'm sorry. The two communities I've been developing are for Massive Loop. A lot of what I've been doing is over on that platform. I can't help it. It's been really fun, and they've been really great and really supportive. So, Massive Loop Hot Wheel set, hang it on your ceiling. I want to see that. I'll set it up. I'll get my girlfriend to record me settling it up. Did I say settling it up? Setting it up. But yeah. But no, we talked about Massive Loop enough for this podcast. I'll wait until the next one to really bring it up. And I won't, the way I'll announce the event will be a little bit different. That way it can be a little bit more chill, a little less people. So it can be more of a chill hangout instead of, break the server, break everything. But I had a really good time doing it, and it was a lot of fun. And I hope a lot of you will join me again, because it is a good time. While saying that, though, sorry about going off on the environment bit. It's like one of the only things I'm genuinely passionate about is the environment in space. Like, that, and I really dislike how space travel and the environment is handled. Anyway. More progress on Whiteclad 2. I do need to talk to you, Blaze, about a few things soon. That's fair. Yeah, I've been looking in the Whiteclad Discord a little bit. I had something written down. I don't know where it went. But I looked in Whiteclad the other day, and that's not what I meant, Jarno. You know what I mean, motherfucker. Asshole. Says the only things he's really passionate about when runs a 5K people Hapu community. I feel like that's a given considering the environment that's all around me. I feel like I don't have to mention that the Hapus is one of my favorite passions, because there's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Each wall has like fucking a million Hapus on it. What the fuck, Jarno? I am surrounded by Poi. I am surrounded by Hapus. There are Hapu fucking banners on the wall. There are Hapu flags. God. There's so much. I have the Hapu tattoo. I can't see it anymore, dude. The Hapu tattoo, I need to shave that part of my head. It's right, like, the Poi tattoo. The one right behind my ear. You can barely see it right now. I need to fucking, like, get a haircut. What I'm hearing is not enough Hapu. So you're saying I need to do more Hapu stuff? You're saying I need to be more active? Did somebody set Blaze off again? What, Crispy? Oh no. Oh yeah, sorry that I missed the event last night. I was supposed to host a Hapu raid. I was asleep. I was really tired. Like I said earlier in the podcast, it's been a long week. A lot of IRL stuff, a lot of online stuff. I was just tired. So thank you guys for, picking up after me and taking over. Excuse me. I really appreciated it. But yeah, I was asleep. I think Blaze blasted off on his own a little bit, to be fair. I wouldn't blame Tiffany for that one. I've been thinking about the environment, and I've been thinking about space a lot lately. So as soon as the topic came up, I didn't mean to swap to it, but it was just instinct. I will fucking talk about it all day if you want me to. But anyway, overall, really wasn't concentrating. It was on in the background. That's fair. As for other things, I mentioned this in the announcement. Abyssal Order and Abyssal Nexus are both planned for December. Both of the communities for Massive Loop. I want to have them finished late December. So I'll talk more about that next podcast, but not really anything here. I just wanted to put out the official general, hey, this is going to probably be around Christmas, just so you know. You are putting so much on your plate, baby. Right now, I run 5 communities with 2 more in development, or at least rather, I oversee 5 Discord communities with 2 more in development. I oversee somewhere around 8 projects, mostly world projects, and I don't know. I oversee a lot of projects right now, like a lot of projects, mostly Hapu related, but you know, I'm doing things. There's a reason why I'm always fucking busy, baby. He's not even my man anymore, guys. He belongs to the abyss. I'm dead. I spend most of my free time with you. What are you talking about? Bruh. Busy minds have to keep busy. That's true. I get ADHD as fuck really easily, and if I'm not doing a million things at once, I will perish. I just want to sleep and eat. That's fair. I dare to say you knew what you were getting into, Faye. I'm dead. I feel like she kind of had an idea. Because to be fair, the Hapus are the main thing that I do, and they're my main interest and passion. So I feel like she kind of knew beforehand that I would be mostly working on stuff like this. But I will be spending a lot more time around the Hapus, to be fair. I mean, I knew about the Hapus, but he's taken on so much more since then. I mean, maybe. I'm happy with how things are, though. I know I'm late on the Massive Loop video, but I've just been stressing about the quality. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow instead of at the Poicast. That way I can take the rest of today and rest. But I'm not gonna freak out about it. It's gonna be good enough. It's gonna be good. I like to remake things a lot, and I do it with the foundation a lot, especially with lore. I will write over and over and over again, make something over and over and over again. But I'll have that video out tomorrow. It's not going to be as crazy as I want it to be. I removed the Unity portions and the creation portions, but it'll be good enough. It's not going to be heavily edited. I just want it out. That's it. All that said, it's been pretty good. It's been a good time for the most part. I see what you're saying in Discord, baby. I love you. I'm okay. Delegation could do wonders. I know, right? I'm definitely going to need a little bit of help in a couple of areas Hapu related, but we'll get to that later. As for personal stuff, yeah, I'm going to be grabbing a little bit of help there too. But overall, I think it's been okay. I've been having a lot of fun, whether that's hanging out with the Hapus or, you know. That's fair, baby. I'm sorry. You're off in a couple hours. You'll be okay. And listen, I'll be okay too. I know I've been stressing out a lot, and it's been a lot. But that's just how I am. I'm always stressed. There's always something to spook me. Just how it be. You want a slushie? Let me see how much money I have. Because, I think the majority of money I have left. I don't know. I'll look. Let me know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how much money I have. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Yesterday I basically slept most of the time. Today I slept a lot of the time. I've just been really tired. So that's probably going to be it for the podcast. There's a lot I want to talk about, but honestly, I'm tired. It was a week of a lot of different shit, and I wasn't getting enough sleep. So tomorrow's going to be a pretty good day, though. I'll be happy with it. I know, Coco. We'll talk about it, and we'll show it off. Tomorrow's going to be better. The past week has been good. Everybody's been really kind, and I appreciate everybody. Whether that's the Hapus or, Massive Loop, Chi, so on and so forth. Everybody has been really great the past couple of weeks. So, thank you, baby. Thank you, Haley. And thanks to all of you, because it has been hard off and on, and I have had a lot of support both from the Hapus and Massive Loop. So I appreciate all of you. And, well, for the Hapus, I think I'm leading a raid tomorrow. And for Massive Loop, I'll see you guys on Friday. And I'll definitely bring a couple Poyos along with. As for updates on worlds and so on, I've been working off and on 2 of the worlds, but I'm kind of just chilling right now. Same for the Discords. Overall, activities have been pretty normal. We've talked about all that. Now, on the YouTube channel, there is a video made by Coco. Last Poicast, I said that I wanted somebody to make a 9mm lolly meme, but with World War I tanks, or something along those lines. Something like that happened. And I asked for it to become a thing. Now, because of the quality of the video, I told Coco that I would put it up on the Hapu Foundation's main YouTube channel, which you can currently see. Yes, it's a long podcast. I'm sorry. But yes, you can currently see it on the main YouTube channel. It's the most recent post. I'll also put it in the chat for anyone who's interested. I guess I could just do this. I can sit down for a minute. Oh, I am broken. I am broken. There's that. Ooga booga. Display capture. Alright, let me swap this real quick and then we should be good. I want to say that both streams can see it. Is that a yes? It is a long Poicast, Lang. Hello. Activate Windows. I did. Okay, real quick. My Windows is activated. I upgraded my computer so I'd be able to stream and record videos for Massive Loop. And when I replaced certain components, it made me eventually update to Windows 11. And now it just says activate Windows that I can't do anything about it. So I'll just buy a shitty CD key later for Windows 11. Anyway, while saying that, I thought this video was pretty good. I liked it. Coco did a really good job with it, especially saying, I just, you know, I said, listen, if it's good, I'll post it. I love it. Well, saying that, though, let's watch. Thanks again, Coco.
Yeah, test the 1 2 1 2. There's a little something for you, you little biatch. Watch my name.
I fucked it, I'm sorry.
Watch my 9mm go bang. Player haters, masturbators, bitches all up in my shit. Living scared, you know you did. Walking around with a cripple nigga, heavy score track to tip my shit. Fucking with the wrist on click. MAGNOLIA, that is why your ass will let you. Player haters on my dick. Trying to put me in a click. I fuck you twice, I fuck one more. All you cowards get the flow. These fellas in the game. Knowing that they ass is lame. Big ass line, but still is lame. You got them talking fucking. When that smoke is in my nose, I be wanna get that hoes talking shit about.
I'm dead. Okay, real quick, bye Tiffany. Don't get scolded for watching the Poicast in real life.
How about my fucking ride and put my cock to your side? Look in the fucking trunk and then I'll get this one. Now watch my 9mm go bang. Watch my 9mm go bang. This is something for you, you little biatch.
Thanks for making that, Coco. I loved it. I thought it was funny as fuck. If any of you want to watch it, it's on our YouTube channel. I'll post it a little bit later after the Poicast. But maybe I'm just suffering from presentism, but OG tanks look like they suck. Lang, you're so right, dude. World War I tanks were just dog shit. They were literally just boxes with fucking guns and treads.
Yeah, test the 1 2 1 2.
But I like the video. It's funny, man. These tanks missing a lot of anime decals. Bro, dead ass. But no, you did a good job, Coco. I liked it. Thanks for making it. I know I said I wanted it made out of nowhere and just as a meme, but it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. So good shit, Coco. I guess this is topical. I'm probably gonna get my girlfriend to do a lot of the editing for me, but one of the reasons I was glad Coco wanted to make it was because I do be looking for editors. So if I don't kidnap my girlfriend, maybe I'll kidnap Coco. While saying that though, let me pop the captures back. All right. I think that's good. Legs, return to me. Legs, please. There we go. Doesn't look anything like Quark Stream 0 out of 10. What? But yeah, anyway, I know this Poicast was really kind of random. We talked about a lot of random stuff like the environment and space. I don't know. I'm not going to apologize for it. You know why? Because I am passionate about those topics, and fuck you. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming by and watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, come by tomorrow. I'm going to be hosting a raid. It's going to be fun. Make sure you check the schedule. And come back Friday for another event on Massive Loop. This time, let's not break the game too much. APD had our wedding yesterday, but other than that, we're just chugging along, working on training people up into officers. Yeah, I figured the APD didn't have too much to really bring up, so I'm glad that you didn't. But it looks like everything's really just been kind of chill, relaxed. I'm happy with it. Thanks everybody for coming along, and next week Poicast, it'll be a lot longer, in the sense of, not longer, it'll be a lot more detailed and a lot more on topic. A lot less distractions. While saying that though, I'm going to go take care of the puppies. I'm going to go put a little bit more time into that video I've been working on. And yeah, thanks again for everybody coming by, and you have a good rest of your day. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Poi poi. Puppies, I'm coming to eat you. Where are you, Goober? Where are you, Goober? Oh, you're still in your... Okay, good. Easy food. You're still in your crate. Come here, puppy. Free. You're free. Come on. Good boy. Let me... Oh, yeah, I didn't turn off the streams. Go puppies. Bye, everyone.